This particular story is a college story where I learned to play football. I played football in high school and in college, and one of the techniques of tackling that the coaches would always teach us when we were tackling was they want us to tackle for the knees or for the feet, and they always tackle for the knees or for the feet, and but it didn't make a whole lot of sense to us as players. I was playing defensive tackle, as being players playing football, as to go for the feet, because personally I got tired of getting my hand stepped on. Like those dirty cleats, those big bodies, and those the macho testosterone running around on the field. I actually got tired of getting my hand stepped on a lot. So a couple of us try to figure out, well, we're gonna play football and we're gonna play the game. We figured if we tackle for the feet and we capture the tackle, and the player's going to try to get that extra couple of feet or that extra yard in moving forward to try to get the first down. That didn't make a lot of sense to us. But I figured, well, why don't we just, instead of tackling for the feet, why don't we tackle for the head? So we were trying to tackle for the head and drop down. And this way that player couldn't try to fall forward and try to get that extra yard or two or foot or two just to get that first down. So we tried to tackle them for the head. And we like to bang heads a lot too to see how many colors we could get on our helmets. In this one particular game, when we were tackling for the head and grasping the head was with our, if we got close enough up high enough to grab the helmet, we also tried to break the helmets too. Try to crush the helmet and tackle with the helmet. When I did this one particular game, I had a beautiful, just an absolutely beautiful tackle, and I had grabbed the helmet so hard and so quickly and so perfectly that my finger went into the ear hole of the quarterback, popped into the ear hole, and I couldn't get my finger out because it got dislocated. And so I'm sitting there, fell down. It was really painful. That's why if you look at my hand real carefully here, you see my hand, my finger's in here kind of sideways. That's because I've dislocated it so many different times and had to pop it back into place. But actually sitting there, I couldn't get my finger out of the ear hole of the helmet of the quarterback. So of course I had a face mask penalty. This is not the first time it's had a face mask penalty. And the quarterback, they had to stop the game because the quarterback did not have a backup helmet that he wanted to use. So they had to try to figure out how to get my finger out of the ear hole on the quarterback's helmet. And so they had to, it was dislocated, it was swelling up like it was going out crazy, so they had to put lubrication on there, and I don't know what they finally had to do with the splints. They finally got my finger out of the helmet. It was dislocated, they cracked it back into place, and I was so gung-ho playing this game, I wanted to get back. I was really kind of pumped about having this tackle. It was a beautiful tackle. I slammed this tackle, but instead of sitting in the middle of the field, can't get my finger out of his ear hole. So subsequently, when I got back into this game and other games, what the coaches used to do is put a splint on my hand, and they used to take gauze tape and wrap it around my finger, way around to build up a big chunk of it on the end over here, so it was bigger than the ear hole of the helmets, so they didn't have my finger get stuck in the helmets anymore. That's my playing football.